Hello, welcome back to our channel.
Okay, let's just jump right into the action. Smack in the middle of this high-stakes showdown. Imagine this. A voice cuts through the roar of engines with a single question, and it's aimed at a guy who just looks, well, he looks dangerously out of place.
So where are we? We're on Mulholland Drive. And let me tell you, the scene is absolutely electric. You've got hundreds of people, all these high-end sports cars. It's a full-on illegal street race. You can just feel the tension in the air, you can smell the gasoline, it's intense.
And right at the heart of all this chaos are our two racers. Man, you couldn't find two more different people. First, you've got Brandon Harris, right? He's the king. He's got this $1 million ride, his whole crew around him, just oozing confidence. And then you've got Cameron Lee. He's a mess. Disheveled, bruised, leaning on this beat-up secondhand car. He doesn't just look out of place, he looks like he's from a whole different world.
So of course, Brandon, loving the spotlight, strolls right up to Cameron and starts taunting him. Makes fun of his looks, his whole vibe. And the crowd? Oh, they love it. They smell blood in the water and just pile on, yelling insults from every direction.
But here's where it gets weird. As all these insults are flying at him, Cameron just closes his eyes. And bam, something hits him. A really powerful, strange sensation. This isn't just, feeling like you've been there before. No, this is different. It's a full-blown memory, and it's locking itself into place. And the realization is, it's absolutely staggering. He's remembering this exact moment, this race, this crowd, even Brandon's stupid smirk. He knows with total certainty this is the exact moment right before the accident that put him in a 5-year coma.
So you can imagine his mind is just reeling. If he's reliving this moment, has he traveled back in time? Is he really back on Earth after whatever came next? To even begin to understand what that something else is, we have to rewind the clock.
All right, let's jump back 5 years. Back then, Cameron Lee's life was a world away from what we're seeing now. Think privileged son, one of the most powerful families in LA. The guy literally didn't have a care in the world.
And then his entire world just collapsed in an instant. A plane crash, which looked really suspicious, killed his parents and his sister. And his uncle, Robert, wasted zero time taking over the whole family company. So when Cameron started poking around, thinking something was fishy, his uncle framed him and kicked him out. Just like that. He was left with nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But believe it or not, that's not even the craziest part of his story. All those years of struggling on his own, they led him right back to this race, the one on Mulholland Drive. The one where a terrible accident didn't just change his life, it changed reality itself. Okay, so get this. After that crash, he wakes up from a coma 5 years later and finds out he has absolutely nothing left. No family, no money, nothing. He's in total despair, so he throws himself off a cliff. But he doesn't die. Instead, something impossible happens. He ends up in this, magical world, a place of spiritual enlightenment, where he learns to tap into these divine abilities.
Now this is the part that will absolutely blow your mind. While he was in that coma for 5 years here on Earth, in that other world, Cameron lived for 500 years. 500 years. He spent all that time training, learning, and becoming unbelievably powerful. And then a sharp voice just snaps him out of these memories, yanking him right back to the present. He's back on Mulholland Drive. And who's there? Brandon Harris, of course, still gloating. He has absolutely no idea he's talking to a man with centuries of experience.
Brandon, he just sees the same broken kid he remembers from 5 years ago. So he lays down this super arrogant final threat. He's gonna crush Cameron, and he's gonna run him out of LA for good.
And to really rub it in, to make the humiliation complete, Brandon raises the stakes. He dangles the keys to his $1 million car. If you win, he says, this car is yours. But Cameron, with all the wisdom of 500 years in his eyes, just gives a little smile and says, deal. And just like that, the race is on. You've got drones filling the sky, broadcasting this whole thing live. I mean, everything is on the line, and the tension, you could cut it with a knife. But wait. Just as Cameron is about to climb into his car, a tiny voice cuts through all that noise. He turns, and there's this little girl, maybe 4 years old, and she's looking right at him with these big, worried eyes. And she calls him Daddy. Before he can even process that, a moment later, a tall woman in a bikini steps right between the two cars. She raises the flags high and makes the official call. This is it. The moment of truth has arrived.
The engines just roar to life. And as Cameron looks out at this hostile crowd, at Brandon's smug face, you can just see this quiet resolve settle over him. He's lived for 500 years. He's seen things they couldn't even dream of. He is not the man they think he is, and they are all about to find that out the hard way. If you like the story, please like and share it, and subscribe to the channel to watch future episodes. Thanks for watching.